No, it's not even that. It's just it's been very relationship heavy, innit? Obviously, we'll delve into that stuff as well, innit? But
Okay.
there's a few other topics I want to touch on as well, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. All right, we're back, guys. Welcome back to the Man Cave. This is Man Cave episode 4. 4, man. We're in.
Is there a word for that, bruv? Trilogy with it, but what's the
4.
Quattro.
What's that? Quattro.
Yeah, let's go with that, bruv.
This
The
is
Quattro thing.
The Quattro episode. Syd said that he's all prayed out.
Yeah, fam. I ain't been to church this week.
So unfortunately,
no prayer this week.
No prayer, unless we can insert the first prayer. Actually, no. What's better, the first or second prayer? I think the second prayer was
second
epic.
prayer. Yeah, second prayer was epic.
I think the first prayer was your warm-up. The second prayer was when you were in your bag.
Yeah.
Oh, so I forgot what I said.
I think the second prayer was the best. The second prayer was, I don't know, for me it was the best.
So it probably was.
Out of the 3. The third one, I could tell you were getting a bit tired of it. Obviously, you came back to life for the live show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But I think, the second prayer for me was the epics. The epics.
I need to recalibrate, bruv.
All right, but before we get into this episode, I want to quickly give out some gifts, you know what I mean, from our sponsor, Manscaped. All right, so I've got one of each, so you guys have got to choose what you want in it. So we got the Manscaped Refined Cologne. Where's the camera? You know what I'm trying to say?
The toilet thing.
Huh? It says cologne.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cologne, you know what I mean?
What's the ML?
What's the what?
What's the ML?
50.
Okay.
50. So this is like the perfect stocking filler for Christmas. You get me, people?
I hear that.
And then we got the Manscaped. It's called the Shears 2.0. So you got your scissors, your nail file, your nail clippers, and you got your tweezers in there. Another perfect stocking filler for Christmas. You know what I'm trying to say? So you guys.
I thought that was going to be. I thought it was going to be the electronic.
No. That's the weed whacker.
The weed whacker.
That's the weed whacker. Another perfect stocking filler, guys. You know what I'm trying to say? All right. So which one do you guys want? Cologne,
rock, paper, scissors, bruv.
All right, go on. Do a quick rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Come on. I'm gonna take the you can have that ood, bruv. Give me the trimmer things.
All right, so Syd's taking the Shears 2.0.
Come on.
Guys, you can grab yours right now from manscaped.com using our code MUA7. Yeah, 20% off and free shipping. And Jason you know what? It smells good, you know?
You know what? To be honest,
it smells good.
I'll just try it out and see. Look, if
it smells nice, bro.
Yeah, man, you can buck a thing with that. It's perfect, man.
Nah, you know what?
It's nice.
It's nice.
Trust me, it's nice. It smells buff. I've been using it for the last 2 days still.
Nice little fragrance there.
You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below the waist grooming. You know what I'm trying to say. It's Christmas is right around the corner, guys. So you better grab your pops.
That's the thing. The funny thing is that I've actually retired my old methods. Like, I
swear.
actually use my thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, yeah, I use it too. I use it all the time.
But now, like, it's a proper, like, a staple in my
it's
my
there.
routine.
It's there. It's on my stand in the charging port.
I haven't even charged it.
You
That's
charged
just
it?
long life.
I don't know,
I haven't
battery
even needed to charge it.
Haven't you?
Nah, neither.
Look at that. Long life battery.
Long life
Didn't
battery.
Even know.
I'm not gonna lie, the trimming is smooth.
No, it's smooth.
Bruv, I'm impressed by the little flashlight, bruv. I've been trimming myself in the dark, bruv. I can't even lie to you. I've been everywhere now. Chest hairs.
Yeah.
No, literally, man. It's a good trimmer.
No, it's a sick trimmer. So, man, them ladies, you want to get a gift for your pops, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your boyfriend, your side piece, your Insta crush, whatever. I mean, jump on manscaped.com, use our code MUA7 and get 20% off and free shipping. You know what I'm trying to say? Grab the Lawnmower 4.0, grab the Weed Whacker, the cologne. When you get the 4.0, you also get you get the boxes, you get the travel bag, and you get your liquid formulations as well, like the ball toner, the deodorant. Like, it's lit. It's lit. All right. So the first topic I wanted to get into, these Grammys. There's the Grammys, not all the categories, but just one in particular in it. So the best rap album. Yeah. Let's just break it down. What I want from you guys is predictions. Who do you think is going to win it? Like, what do you think of the category as a whole?
I think Tyler the Creator is going to win it.
Hold on. Let me mention who it is first. So you got Kanye West for Donda. You got Drake, Certified Lover Boy. J. Cole. What's J. Cole's album called?
Bad of me, you know.
No, that's bad because that's actually my favourite album of the year.
I don't know.
What's J. Cole's album called?
Comeback Season. No?
Yes, yeah, it's
comeback season. Sorry.
Hold on, let me just read it out.
Off season, no?
Off season, sorry.
That's the one. Off
I
season.
don't know what comeback season.
Yeah, so yeah, J. Cole, the off season, Nas, King's Disease 2, and Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. We'll start with Syd. What's your thoughts on the nominees
I'm
and
gonna
who
be.
do you think is gonna win?
You see what I expected?
Yeah,
Definitely coming at Kanye is gonna be a staple.
yeah,
Drake was gonna be a staple. J. Cole. I mean, for them heavyweights to all drop at the same year, they're all gonna get chucked in there.
yeah.
I'm gonna be a hater. They better not let Nas win back to back.
No,
bro.
the thing
I
is-
don't want to hear Nas there 2 Grammys back
The
to
thing
back.
is, yeah, I
After
don't
20 years, no Grammy.
think they're gonna give Nas 2 Grammys back to back.
Yeah.
That's why I think Nas ain't gonna win. Nas ain't getting back to back after not winning for
So long.
25 years.
Madness.
He ain't getting back to back for sure.
But to be fair, this is actually a very good album.
No, it isn't. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I think. But okay, let me just rewind. Remember when Tyler's album first dropped?
Yeah.
I said to both of you, this is the best rap album of the year.
No, you did.
I did, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I remember.
But that was before all these other albums dropped. That was early on. His album dropped early on in the year, innit? But I knew this was going to be either the or one of the best albums of the year. Because obviously at that time, I never knew Nas would drop, Cole would drop, whoever. But Tyler's album is cold.
Do you like him as a rapper? Is the production cold? Like, what's really? Because I'm not really a Tyler fan. I don't really listen to him.
I think he's a dope rapper, but I love his beats. I just love the sound of his music.
Yeah, he makes music.
Like his music is ill to me, bruv. Like it's proper sick.
And he's a very, very good rapper.
Very good rapper.
It's very understated how good of a rapper he is.
Yeah.
Even just, he knows the right times to use his voice and like, he's just a very good rapper. Like when even like if you've, have you seen the Jay-Z freestyle he does?
The Jay-Z freestyle?
Jay-Z beat. Can't remember what beat it is.
Yeah.
But he's in the studio. I think I've saved it on my phone. I have to send it to the
Okay.
group. Literally, it's a flawless. The rap is flawless. He's walking, he's rapping, he's got the swagger. It's just you're like,
Okay,
right,
okay.
like this guy is
Yeah.
underrated.
Yeah. All right, so I don't think Nas will win.
Yeah.
I don't think Drake deserves to win, so he better not win.
Nah, Drake-
CLB is not the best album out of the 5. I think it's probably
The fourth
the
best.
thing is, it's bad to say it's the worst album because it's not a bad album,
No.
but it's not the best album of the 5. So if Drake wins, that's just a political thing, isn't it? That's just like
I'm not gonna lie to you.
it's Drake.
Kanye's is the worst.
Personally.
I think Tyler's could win. Cole's never won a Grammy before. So I think they might give it to Cole because he's never won before. And to be fair, he's been nominated in quite a few categories this year. He's in a lot of categories. So I think he'll walk away with at least 1 Grammy.
I know it's definitely
This category,
that
I'm not
song
sure.
is probably be one of the best rap songs. The one with Moray and My Life, that one.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Kanye, I'm mixed with Kanye because the album's good, but because of his status right now, like Kanye pissed in the Grammy on camera last year, so I didn't think he was in good favor with the committee. But obviously not. He's even nominated for Album of the Year as well for Donda. Musically, Donda is a sick album. No, it is a sick album.
I wouldn't
Thing is,
know.
I think you have a bad Kanye taste in your mouth. That's what I think it is.
No, I just don't think musically. I think there are parts in the album I'm like, yeah, this is sick. But there's other parts I'm like, this is.
The thing is, the album's so long, so that when you've got an album which is like 23 songs, there's a lot of scope for bad songs to happen. I mean, because it's very long. If it was more short and cohesive, there'll be less room for error. Because it's so long, bruv, he has like 5 part 2s of songs.
Yeah, I know, but
You know what I'm trying to say?
I know, but we didn't even need part 1 of some of them songs. Like, I'm listening to that album.
Yeah.
There isn't more than 5 good songs on there.
Nah, there is one of 5. And the thing is, I'm not even since I'll say Yeezus, I haven't really even been on Kanye, so I'm not even like trying to defend Kanye yet. But the album isn't that bad.
The Pablo album was probably
The
the
best.
best.
His mistake was if he would have put Life of the Party on the original, we'd have a different conversation. And if the album was molded more around Life of the Party, that type of sound,
That vibe, yeah,
because Life of the Party is one of the best songs of the year,
easily.
easily.
I didn't even listened to it in full, you know.
What?
Haven't you?
You see that rapping?
I've heard the snips of
Yeah.
Andre 3000 going in. I'm like, this is cold. In fact, I played it once in the garden, but I didn't really
that
bass on his
that
speaker.
verse
The verse is cold.
is cold.
And even the song on the album that samples Lauryn Hill,
Yes.
that song is dope.
I'm with you on that.
The song with Young Thug, what's it called, man? I think it's called Remote Control.
Yeah, because I'm a Young Thug fan, so
That's dope as well. I don't think J.O. ain't that bad with Jay-Z, and there's a version with the baby as well.
It's okay.
There's a few songs on
Jay-Z
there.
and the
innit?
Baby on the same track together.
You know how he's got so many different versions, isn't it? There's
Yeah.
one version which is just Jay-Z, then there's one version with the Baby. But Kanye could win. And the thing is, Kanye is a Grammy darling. Like, he's won so many Grammys throughout his career, so it wouldn't be far-fetched for him to win. I think the two front runners for me is J. Cole or Kanye.
Kanye over Tyler.
Not based on my personal preference, what I think the committee are going to do. I personally would pick Tyler's album over Kanye, but I think the committee
Might pick
are going to go with Kanye or Drake.
You
But-
really think they will go with Kanye or Drake?
Sorry, not Kanye, Drake. Kanye or J. Cole, sorry.
No, but even Kanye, I just don't see it, you know.
You don't see it?
I don't think that album got that like critically acclaimed like that. I don't hear about it the Tyler conversation. I hear it. The J. Cole's like people that professionally take in music and all
Yeah.
the bloggers, they speak highly of these albums. But
Yeah,
I don't
but when has that... Yeah, but this is the Grammys we're talking about. Like, when has... Like, sometimes the best album, in terms of the most critically acclaimed album, hasn't won.
yeah,
Like,
but
I remember there was a year when
Macklemore.
won.
Macklemore won. There was a year when
That was a
Drake-
Travis
what
Scott
album
release.
did Drake beat Nas for? It was in 2012. I can't remember what it was. Fam, the Grammys are not the most like credible. You know what I mean? Like award show.
But
Like,
for some
like the
reason-
Grammys don't always get it right.
I don't think they always. I think they do get it right, but it's because you might not specifically rate it or understand it. So that, for example, that Macklemore song album,
Yeah.
he came out with the song "Thrift Store."
But that means that you agree with every Grammy winner then.
No. If it's not somebody that I can resonate with,
Yeah.
somebody that I feel, I will look at it and then say, why did they win it? Like, so that guy, the Macklemore,
Yeah.
he beat Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, and everybody was in uproar. Like, how?
Yeah.
I can understand that definitely. But in terms of charting, in terms of music, he had This Is the Moment.
Yeah, but Grammys to me is not about charting though.
No, but it's about everything. So
It's about everything, but
you can rap.
Kendrick's album sold a lot as well. Like,
He didn't have a better year than Macklemore. It was just a black.
I think that's debatable. Okay, cool. That means with your argument being said, that means if anyone who'd win, you could back. So if Drake won, you could tell me reasons why Drake won.
I don't believe Drake will ever win this. This is what I'm saying.
No, but what I mean is,
Yeah.
based on your argument, like you're saying, if someone wins that I don't agree with, it's because
They had a better year.
I'm not really taking in the reasons why that they've been picked.
There'll be a story. It's kind of like MVPs, bro.
Yeah,
So like you might not have had the best year,
yeah.
but if your story is compelling enough and you're above water, you might pick it. Like the person who got, like, say LeBron goes back to such and
But
such.
don't forget though, this is
Yeah.
it's very political, though, isn't it? Like I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast earlier, and they were saying sometimes they pick the winner on who's going to come and perform. Like who's going to come and do us a favor by coming and performing. If you perform, you're going to win, and that's Joe.
unbelievable.
That's Joe who's got inside intel telling us that that's kind of what happens sometimes. Like for
That's
example,
a consideration.
like sometimes Jay-Z and Beyonce show up to award shows, and because they've shown up, we're just giving them everything. Because you've blessed us with your presence, we're gonna just give you all the awards. And even in the UK as well, that happens with the mobile awards.
Mm.
I remember when I was working for Dizzy's label back in the day, they asked him to perform at the Mobos. They told him, if you come and perform at the Mobos, we'll give you all the awards you're nominated for.
Wow.
Or I think it was one or two particular awards that he wanted. Like they told him this verbatim, like, if you come and perform, we will give you X, Y, Z.
Why
So-
did they got to do that with like man are not on performing for their shows and that?
You know, sometimes for the award shows, you have to pay.
Oh yeah, for tables. I thought but to
No, as in sometimes you got to pay to perform. Like you got to pay for your set design.
Yeah.
You pay for that.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's across all award shows.
Mm.
I'm not sure if it still happens in 2021, but I know it has been in practice where the artist has to pay for their set design. If they want fire, they want explosions, they want people jumping from the sky, they got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so award shows can be very political. Sometimes, yeah, it's about the art, but sometimes it's business. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
Drake's album to me is very,
Drake.
it's safe.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
This is what Drake is known for. Like, for example, the Thames track sounds like a One Dance remake. Like,
Yeah.
what is this, bruv?
You know what? I think it was. Yeah, you're right. It was safe, and I think he didn't concentrate on the sound. He gave us every version of Drake that we all like.
That's what I'm saying. He
And-
gave us every
yeah.
version of Drake we like. Even the track with Wayne and Ross, That was like the Lord knows
Yeah, kind of
type of
yeah,
Drake.
yeah, yeah.
Like, with the soulful sample, Just Blaze type
I
of beat,
think
like,
he missed the trick. You see the song where Nicki's speaking over it.
yeah.
He should have rapped with that. He should have
Rapped on
got
that
Nicki to rap with that. Because I think Nicki could have, if they went back to back or something,
Yeah.
or that track had potential to be better than it was. Because it sounded good, but I was like, when Nicki gonna, and it didn't really.
Yeah. But with that said, I'm hoping Nas wins though, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I'm seeing Cole getting his first Grammy, or I'm seeing Kanye, or I'm seeing Tyler. I'm not seeing Drake or Nas. Those are the two that I'm going to write off.
Do you know what? I think it's a given. Like it's going to Tyler.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
Why?
Yeah,
A
man.
given.
Yeah.
Tyler's was
No, it was good, but I don't see it as a given. Like it's 100% going to happen.
I just don't feel. The only thing I think, like kind of what Brent's alluding to, the whole Kanye package could give him a higher consideration than it might actually deserve.
Yeah.
But I think Tyler's ahead of the pack.
In regards to
in terms of that 5.
Okay.
I think in terms of how everybody's gonna review it and how it's revered, he's the front runner, and then Kanye might take it. Drake shouldn't get it.
Cole's the best rapper.
Nas, no.
I'm surprised you think
Cole.
Tyler is like the clear front runner, because I don't think there's any clear favorite. I think this is a very hard category. I think the only album to me shouldn't be in the running is Drake.
Shouldn't be in the running to win it, or shouldn't be one of the candidates?
No, it definitely should be in one of the candidates, because
Okay,
it is definitely one of the best albums of the year, rap albums. But I think Drake is, for me, at the bottom of the pile. Like, out of those 5, he's number 5 for me, based on the album. But yeah. All right, cool. All right, we saw this. Well, I saw this online. Let's get into this. Will Smith says he used to have so much sex, he would actually throw up. The 53-year-old explained that because he was having so much rampant sex, he developed a psychosomatic reaction to orgasms and sometimes vomited during sex. Why is Sir... What's his real name again?
William?
No, it's not William. It's, what's his real name again, man? I'm going to Google it. Oh, you thought that was William? Nah, it's not William, bro.
Bill?
No, man, it's some next type of...
It's like Theodore or something.
No, it starts with Will, bruv.
Wilbert.
Willard.
Leonard.
His name is Willard Carroll Smith Jr.
Carroll?
He was born to be a girl.
Willard Carroll Smith Jr.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sick of hearing about
Hold on. This is from... He released a book recently, isn't it?
Yes.
And because in the last couple of weeks, there's been like a... Last week it was... He was saying how he's jealous, or he's been jealous of Jada and Pac's relationship.
Yeah.
But every week it's a new story about
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
I'm sure these are all like
Snippets
leaks from the book to create buzz, innit? But
before we discuss that particular subject, Jada hates him.
You think so?
Jada posted, congratulations Will Smith in her as for his to promote his book.
Okay.
Why is she calling him Will Smith? That's your partner. Why is she calling you your full name? Not my husband, my partner, my confidant.
That's a reach.
Nah.
That's a reach.
It's not a reach.
No, I get it.
I get it.
Let me explain.
Because you're saying, where's the term of endearment?
Yeah, women
baby
don't.
or whatever.
Women don't speak to you. Don't.
No, but she's addressing him in the public setting.
Yeah, no, and even in a public setting, women will give you some sort of an endearment.
If he was, he had what do you call it? Fancy names. If he was Doctor.
Yeah.
MBE.
Yeah.
Then you can do the full name thing. Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
That's your husband, but you don't say Will Smith though.
That's not okay.
But you were just saying he was reaching.
No, I deeped it 4 seconds ago. No, you don't do that, bro. You don't
do that.
I hear you, but
women don't call you by your full name
but
unless they don't rate you anymore.
Nah. No, the thing is,
you're in trouble.
Unfamiliar.
The thing is, I see it from both sides, but I don't think we can say just because she called him Will Smith on this particular occasion, which means she ain't feeling Willard Carroll Smith Jr., JR. J.R. Smith.
You're an idiot.
He's the real J.R. Smith.
The thing is, if she did that whole full name,
Yeah.
then she speaks to him like she's HR.
No. If she done, congratulations, Willard Carroll Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Obviously, she ain't feeling the kid, innit? But to call him Will Smith, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, congrats, baby, or congrats, whatever her pet name is for him.
No, this my husband. Like, just something.
Congrats, my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously,
It's not. It might not be.
I think
It could actually just determine or like
yeah.
depict where they at right now.
Yes.
The love is not strong here.
Or maybe
at
just
home.
the type of post it was. Maybe she just felt like being official on this post, but behind closed doors, she's calling him baby.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know. But obviously, if you look at Will Smith and Jada in the past couple months, you can tell everything at home is not all rosy because all these stories are coming out left, right, and center. Like, I don't think their life is super copacetic right now. From August up until now, it's been kind of turbulent, no?
No, I hear you. I'm just spitting on that post. And I don't want to hear, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to hear nothing about Will Smith and Jada.
Again. Yeah, no, it is. It's getting very redundant.
Again.
Did you see that picture online when Will must have had a buzz cut, and then they put Willow with a buzz.
Yeah.
Maybe that, and Jaden, and her obviously she got a buzz.
Yeah.
And the person put in the caption, "She been trying to get the family look like Tupac for years now." I said, I hear you on that one.
Wow.
Can you imagine in the house here and she just starts playing Tupac?
It's impossible.
Or you can hear it from the other side of the house.
I wonder if heaven's got to get her. Oh.
Did you hear?
I wonder if heaven's got to get her. Oh, get her.
I thought you died in
What
95.
I do for love. Everything. Don't need love. Yo, turn up.
What's the other
See
song?
no changes. I want to see his face. To live and die in LA.
Actually,
It's
there's
a
Crip
place
walking in
to
the
be.
house.
Walking in the crib.
Oh, man.
Nah,
That is, I don't. How as a man though? How can
Ain't
you
nothing but a gangster party. Jada, don't stop banging on the damn fathers.
It's always the furthest city.
You know what? It probably gets that deep. You say, look, Jada, I need to have a word with you.
Yeah,
You can only play these songs
yeah.
with your AirPods.
Literally.
And
Okay.
that goes for the kids too.
It's mad. But okay, cool. But what's our thoughts on this particular,
TMI.
I'll call it revelation. Like, man said he had so much sex that he was vomiting.
What kind of sex was he having?
Like, man was saying he was so
What, so he wasn't...
consumed and overwhelmed by the constant orgasms that it's just over. Man just... bleh.
So he's
Is
not...
this the bachelor life though? Was he talking about?
I'm sure he's talking about when he was single.
So he's not... What's the word?
What's that?
I can't think of the word.
In control of your loins.
No, not even that. He's not replenishing his electrolytes.
But how much sex do you have to start vomiting because of orgasm?
You might...
I can't tell.
That's a next
level of
level of like just, and obviously he's more Smith, so I can imagine the amount of sex he could have
be
had in
having.
his lifetime. Like,
so not gonna have no food in between, no breaks.
like Fresh Prince days, just knocking them down, knocking them down, knocking them down, knocking them down
Mm.
after filming, knocking them down, knocking them. You know what I mean, like bowling pins,
That's a heavy diet still.
bowling
Yeah.
pins.
But yeah, even though I feel like even if you're Will Smith, you still have time to eat, time to, you know.
He must have been doing back to backs, bro.
Yeah.
No Meek Mill, you know what I mean?
You're fucked. But he's got to be on pills. You got to be on stuff.
Yeah.
Because like vomit. I'm tired. That fatigue.
Yeah.
But vomiting because you're chopping.
Yeah, that means your body is not reacting the way it's used to, like, the way it should be to orgasm. Like, your body is now reacting differently to this feeling because you're just doing too much of it, or what? I don't know.
Your body needs to be replenished.
It's weird.
That sounds odd.
So having said that, is there a thing as too much?
Are you okay there?
I'm trying to vomit.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Like, he looked like he was having.
You need to do something
Will
first,
Smith
bro.
reaction. Like,
What do you say? Is there?
There's a thing as doing too much or having too much, should I say?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Even your loins must be hurting. Like,
But okay, cool. Define too much in a day, too much in a week. Like, how much is too much in a certain amount of time? So just to say, in a day, how much sex is too much in a day? Or how many nuts is too much? How many nuts until?
because
How many nuts
after
do you bust until you're in pain?
I'm about to barf.
Like,
How many does yo? So I'm in pain. I know that feeling.
pause.
no,
not a
no,
good
that's the
feeling.
question.
Oh,
Like, what round do you get? What round is that? You know what? I'm starting to hurt now, innit?
It depends what you're doing and what movements maybe. No.
No, I mean, what I'm trying to say is you've bust a certain amount of times. At one point, does it start to hurt? Like, I'm asking for the actual number.
I'm thinking when it gets to the 4th round,
Yeah, 4th or 5th round is when you start to actually full pain.
4th or 5th? Show niggas eat.
First for me. No, I'm just saying.
Or you start to full pain.
Brent, give me one of them high fives, bro. Yes.
You start to full pain after the first nut. Go and see a doctor.
1.5.
Yeah, you see somebody.
Pain?
Yeah.
What pain are you feeling after one round?
It be hurting me. No, I'm joking.
No, but by the 4th or 5th round,
Yeah,
I'm not
4th
saying
or
this
5th,
happens.
But, you know,
Doesn't it depend on the position that you guys are?
No, but after the 3rd round, when
Hold
you,
on, are we having the same conversation here?
If she's riding. And
No, that's not what I'm saying.
he said after you've nut,
After you've nut is what I'm not saying
Like-
the friction or the I'm saying basically
when
after
you say hurting, right? When you
Okay.
say pain,
I'll explain. Let me explain.
I know exactly.
Is it in the scrotum? Is it the
No,
actual
not even that.
shaft?
Even
When you keep ejaculating,
yeah,
eventually, like the ejaculation is going to get less and less and
there's
less as the
nothing
rounds
but
go on.
dust.
yeah.
By the 4th or 5th round, you're not the amount of semen coming out, the volume.
Yeah,
It's not the same volume.
How long
So
is
starts
it in
to-
between
it
each?
starts to
bus?
hurt.
How long is it?
It doesn't.
between each bus?
It depends
For
on
you,
how much
for
your kickback is.
For you,
No,
how long are you going?
When I'm saying
between each?
when you bust, let's say you bust on the 5th round. I'm not saying when I bust it hurts. I'm saying the aftermath.
I'm asking a different question.
Okay, cool.
How long between each nut?
What's
are
the
you
reload
having?
time?
How much in between each set? It
Yeah.
depends on what time we start having
You
sex.
saying 4 as a standard for you, right?
No, 4 is not a standard. No.
4's not
That's a lot.
4 and 5 is not a standard.
It's
That's
never a
occasional.
standard. Any lady
That's-
listening, that's never a standard.
I ain't
please.
gonna. No, 4 is not a standard.
4.
3 is not a
You
standard.
must have come over at 4 p.m. You get 4 at me. This shit, where my juice, man?
I would say 2 to 3 is standard.
Yeah,
2 is obviously baseline standards. 1 depends on the time of night and how good the first round was. If it's like 2 in the morning and we have a great first round, I'm getting bed. Sometimes I might give you a round 2. But if it's 3 in the morning and we had a solid round 1,
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Fucking fuck else you need. No, that's true though.
A solid sick round 1
Yeah.
at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, to be
What
fair.
do I need to prove? I'm going to bed. But if let's just say it's a Saturday night,
Yeah.
Sunday, I got shit to do. Yeah, we can stay up until 6. Couple more rounds. But
I don't know,
Sunday,
it's so funny
I got
to
work
me.
in the morning.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m. Nigga, we got 1.
All right, so educate me, lads.
One of them.
Because You guys
God
are
damn-
absolutely
God damn it.
proficient. You guys are all proficient, right? So let's just say 2 a.m. You've just referenced.
Yeah,
You bust a nut, right?
yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah.
How long do you have to wait until it is that you start again? Because if you're saying 6, then that's a whole 4 hours.
It depends.
You know what? It depends because
I want
break it down.
each of you to respond.
No,
because I'm
okay,
sure
you know
it's
what?
not the same.
it
God
all
damn.
depends because sometimes
Reload
the,
time.
My answer's
the
really-
reload time could be quicker depending on the excitement and
Yeah.
the chemistry you have.
The level of
Thank you. Say it again.
The level and
no, the key word is arousal.
yeah, arousal.
The
Like,
level
the
of arousal.
No, but the thing is that arousal could be due to the chemistry
Yeah.
that person have.
Yeah,
Like you may encounter and be like, oh hey,
yeah,
I need some more of that again.
yeah.
But it just depends on that. And then on other occasions you might need an hour or so.
Depends.
just
The
to-
thing is, like, have you ever had head, yeah? And this shit is taking like
Sorry,
45.
an hour? So wait. What y'all doing at hours time? Y'all just lie and talk?
If it's
I'm
if
playing
it's
2K. I don't know what they're doing. Fuck, I got games.
1 hour is kind of long, to be fair.
No, it
I'm
could be an
not
hour.
judging you.
But
I
if
just
it-
want to know
no,
what
I'm
you're
not saying-
doing
okay,
that time.
no, if it was an hour, I'm just gonna chat, maybe get a little juice,
Yeah,
All right, okay.
Little-
Replenish the
little
fluid.
banana.
a little talk,
Yeah,
you
get-
know what I mean?
alright,
a
alright,
little spoon, cuddle,
Okay.
little, you know
Grab a
what I mean?
Lucas.
Snuggle
YouTube,
fest.
you know?
Okay.
I mean,
Now
Left
it
hand
makes
on
sense
right
the
cheek,
whole
you know?
2 to 6 a.m.
yeah.
because I didn't understand what then happens in between.
I'm not gonna lie, an hour between rounds, I'm gonna sleep.
You may
Yeah, then you wake up again and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
you
coffee.
wake up again, but I'm not
you might
gonna-
wake up.
Like being awake for an hour.
But this doesn't count as 4. You literally go to sleep
No,
and you
but-
get back up. It's a new set.
So
No.
4 to you means what then?
I thought you did 4 as in before you finish and
Not
sleep.
wipe yourself off and go again.
What?
What you think we made of?
No. What I'm asking you is, are you saying 4 as in you bust? Oh, you bust. Oh, you bust. Like,
So when you say 4, it's whilst it is you
Okay, cool.
decide to lock
Alright, cool.
yourself in the room to basically
Here's an example. Let's just say.
copulate.
Shorty
Th-
comes
let's-
through at
hold
8
on.
o'clock.
Let's just say you had 4 rounds. Let's just say you're a guy with high vigor. Yeah.
Nah, fuck off.
And this particular day, the arousal is on 10, and you're in the mood. Let's just say
You've been having your macaroon.
let's just say in an hour and a
Macaroon?
half.
If you have macaroon in your
What's that?
What? The,
Oh yeah,
the
you
little
mentioned
sweet
that
thing?
before.
no, it's just
Like
it's
ginseng.
Oh, ginseng.
It's like
I don't know what it
vitamins
is.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's you can take it once once a day with your meal. It kind of helps with your
You need
Libido.
you need assistance.
no. It helps your libido. Just you know,
What's wrong with Brent?
I
heighten
like
it
Brent
even
is
more.
so fast to try and throw a guy under
Are
the
you-
bus.
are you
need
deficient?
assistance? That's it. Are you deficient? That's not the question we're asking. So you telling me you're inefficient?
You said whilst eating you have to take this tablet.
No,
right?
Hey,
no.
don't
You
kill me.
take it while you eat if you want to. It's once a day. It's probably just a
You don't take multivitamins?
Just a booster
Mm.
for your penis.
For your penis.
no. It's just
It's for
your
what is
libido.
it, blood flow.
Blood flow, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
libido.
as I was saying,
Oh.
let's just say that, back to my example, let's just say within 2 hours, you had enough
Text me where I can find some.
vigor to
enough.
have 4
I'm
rounds,
sitting at Amazon.
5 rounds. By the end of the 4th round, you've nutted 4 times, you might start getting some pain in your balls. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
In your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Scrotum.
Yeah, this is scrotum. I'm not talking about the actual
Shaft.
penis, as you would say.
Oh.
Pain in your balls because of so much ejaculation.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry if this is a very graphic description, guys, but I'm trying to.
No, yeah, I don't know what happens, to be honest. Obviously, 4 songs like a lot of energy exerted, and all of y'all, well, minus him, was saying, yeah, it's regular.
That's Syd he's referring to with the minus.
1.5, I'm good to go. Shit. No, I'm joking. No, but literally, it depends. You're 100% right. The arousal, chemistry, who it is,
Yeah. Listen,
time of day. Because, like you said, if Shorty comes over past midnight,
Yeah, that's
especially if you live in, some of y'all live on, if you've got people in the house, you know what I'm saying? You can't do the math. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if you're on a
Gotta be
cheeky
quiet.
Friday and you come over at 9, come by 9 o'clock, you might can start the first one. Watch a little something on YouTube.
yeah.
By 11 something.
It depends.
You need to hear around too. And then cool, you might roll over, wake up
It's
at
all
3.
dependent on just how
It's-
the
it depends
how
how
it's
the flow goes.
Right, so
Yeah,
forgive
man.
me for these stupid questions, right?
No, it's fine.
Thank you. So, are you guys vigorous with it?
What do you mean?
Is there any affection shown?
No, there's always you know the
course.
thing. It's
Oh, you
horses
think
for
we just
courses.
fuck monsters?
No, you just
Oh no, it depends. It depends. That's not. I'm not being affectionate with everybody. Come on.
yeah. It all
Wait,
depends.
so you choose various styles depending on whom's?
Of course.
Why wouldn't I? So you're the same
So
way
wait,
with
so-
everybody.
I thought you said when you for intent, you intend to kill.
Yes.
No, he said affection.
Oh,
As in
Yes,
after,
that's
as in post match is what he's saying.
No.
Now he's what he's
Yeah.
enduring.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
You're using the wrong words.
I said affection.
No, he said affection.
Yeah, affection, but that's not affection. What affection during
Dur-
sex, or do you
yeah,
mean
yeah,
affection
it's-
afterwards?
No, he's saying during sex.
During-
Are you?
during.
Oh,
So you're talking
Yeah.
about the style, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
you,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. So it's vigorous. Like, it's just,
pam, 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 pam.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
it's a bit-
Pam, pam, pam,
Are you
pam,
asking
pam,
vigorous
pam,
or
pam,
affection is
pam,
what you're
pam,
asking?
No,
because they're two different things.
Listen, do you show affection when it is that you're having sex, right?
Gentle strokes.
Yeah, the
eye
love-making thing,
contact.
right?
It depends.
it's,
No, this is the question I'm asking.
No,
Don't get angry
What
with me.
you're
No,
you're
no,
saying-
no.
You misunderstood what
No,
I
I'm
was
confused
saying.
trying to find out.
Let me
because
clarify.
they're using the word vigorous and affectionate together.
So I'm asking you, which is it?
That's what I said. You're asking the either or. Which one are you?
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
either or. It's not either or.
So if you're vigorous with it, does it lessen the amount of times you go again? Or if it is that you're
No.
slow and
No.
passionate, and
No,
this, that, and
no,
next,
that-
there's
that-
not much bending and gyrating.
I don't think.
so,
I don't think the style of sex has
A thousand
a,
sex doesn't have an effect.
has an
on your-
effect on how many times you
Serious?
can have sex. No,
Suppose
Mm.
I disagree.
does it?
So suppose, right?
You what?
Suppose because it doesn't make
You
any
been having
sense to me.
sex?
Hold on. So you're saying you believe a slow and passionate sex, well, you got more room for more or less,
So if you're doing it slower,
and more affection.
Yeah, and again, position also, I guess, plays into this. For example, if it's just a missionary thing and it's one where you try to be as close to the girl as possible, it's more so intimacy, right?
Yeah.
And then if you are like, I'm picturing this, right? You're just
going for gold.
yeah, and there's more thrusting and everything. Your shaft, I guess that's the long bit, right?
Nigga, please.
What is wrong with him? You guess.
All right, and let's just flip it over. If you're on your back now, and she's on top, and she's kind of riding it like she's trying to rub
no
a clip
tomorrow,
on
yeah.
it, right? To get that friction there. That's bending, right? When it is that you're furiously aroused, it's all right? But then when it is that you're not, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yusuff, I'm not comfortable.
so I'm chatting rubbish, right?
No.
I don't know what point you're trying to make. Is what I'm saying.
All right, so if there is more friction on the shaft
Yeah.
when she's riding, right?
To be fair, that might not be too long, but
Talk heavy.
What, the shaft?
no.
No, I didn't know what he meant.
Jason,
Jason,
you better climb out this hole. So you was on the hole right now, bro.
I was talking about
Just ask you.
I was talking about the riding. It's
All right.
never going to be that long.
Duration.
Duration is
Duration.
is
All
not
right.
that long.
Cool. So in my mind, I guess there is a certain bending involved, right? Especially if she's trying to hit
It depends on how she's doing it.
that
Though.
clitoris.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. And then when it is you not, that's when you feel the bend, no? And sorry, when it is you get hard again, that's when you feel, oh, there was a bend there before.
No.
All right, okay, cool.
No.
Then I'm actually trying to crap then.
No, I think what's he talking about?
Never
I
mind.
think he's like, is there long term? I think he's trying to say, is there long term effects with
No.
the position?
What
your
I
penis
thought
is
you
put
what I
in?
thought you were saying was, and if I'm wrong, correct me, is that you feel like if you have vigorous sex,
Should I just have sex and try it out to see if it is my theory is correct?
yes,
or not?
please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any in particular person in mind?
Yeah, a few.
A few.
Oh, a few.
Well, he was telling me he was talking to a beanie, as he likes to call it earlier on the phone.
Okay. Word.
Is that beanie someone that you might consider for this act?
Yeah, obviously, but I don't want to disrespect her by saying that, though.
I don't think she'll mind.
You wouldn't mind.
No, I don't think she'll mind.
She wouldn't mind. Not necessarily, she wouldn't mind.
Who was I talking to?
I'm just saying, whoever the beanie is, she might not
I was
mind.
talking to his girlfriend. What now?
Yeah, Jason. What now?
What now?
Well,
Y'all wanna-
I'm out.
Never mind. I apologize. I didn't mean that.
Obviously, that's
Well,
why
I said it.
that's why I joined in.
I didn't mean that.
I knew you were joking.
All right, so I will try it one day, and I'll try to remember what you guys have said on this particular day, so I can see if it is you guys were lying or not.
Okay.
No, but I don't even know what you're talking about. Man said something about the bends and
Only because I'm picturing the position that she's riding on.
yeah.
Riding you.
Emily would have been great for this conversation.
But hold on, but what are you
Literally.
only saying? Like what?
That you can't do 4 of those positions.
Of course you can.
I think I kind of get.
So
what you're
are you saying that a guy couldn't nut 4 times from the girl being on top?
But how she's riding whilst you're
Yeah,
on
that's
top.
what he's talking about. He's talking about
the skill, the intensity.
There's a word.
You're saying
I'm
that the guy
looking for.
couldn't handle that 4 times, basically.
Basically, if you're having basic vanilla and
Yeah.
not really technical sex,
Knock it off.
that's what I think he's saying.
Knock it off.
Strong man.
So you're telling me you've never had 4 rounds of absolute crud, bruv?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Or 3 rounds of absolute madness?
Have you been
Yeah.
on any medication whilst doing that?
Medication?
Have you had help?
No.
Help.
You're a strong man.
Listen,
Listen, it's a ginseng.
listen. I hear that game is rife.
Mm.
Yeah, not that I know.
What?
I'm trying. As in
Peds. Peds in the game.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, well, PDs. What's it? What they saying?
Enhancements.
Enhancements.
Yeah, I've heard. I was chilling.
Oh,
Yeah.
performance enhancement drugs.
Yes.
That's what you meant. Okay, cool.
Oh,
cool.
okay, cool. Yeah, I remember I was with one of my cousin and his boys, and they're just trading stories. I'm just listening, and the way that they spoke about this Chinese shop or this and that shop, and you could just all you need is a half of them, bro. I had this mad threesome. I did this,
Oh, is it?
and it's just like they're just popping. It's normal.
Ginseng.
Ah.
I was like, right, is this readily available for the man? I'm just 2 liters of water and
Right. So
And-
question.
and
Have any
avocado.
of y'all taken any peds?
No.
No.
So what I mean by that is, have you taken anything to assist your performance?
No.
other than cod liver oil.
All right. So I've heard that there is something called waters of Lake Minnetonka. Why y'all giggling?
Because I've also heard these waters.
I've heard of it too.
I've heard these waters, yeah.
I've heard that somebody supplies it to the man there.
The dealer.
But all of you all have said no.
Wait.
You're happy to use it.
Is this some kind of penal quarrel? Or what the fuck is going on?
The dealer in question.
The dealer.
The dealer in question hasn't supplied to anyone in this room.
All right, okay.
But I've heard of
But I'm aware of this said dealer.
Okay.
All right.
He is peddling crack from
giving out samples
throughout the streets
on
of
the
South London.
BMF.
All right. So is it seen as a bad thing if you admit to taking these peds, these particular peds I'm referring to? Because I believe that somebody in this room is lying.
I wouldn't. Who's lying?
I said somebody in this room is lying.
No, but you.
I think that's a question for girls, man.
You point at me, so I wanted
I know
to
that I did this.
Because that's normal trajectory of your arm, right? Yeah.
This.
Okay.
It's a natural motion. It's a natural motion.
wow.
So is it a bad thing?
I don't think so because I don't
think
care
so.
about what guys do in the bedroom.
True.
Like I don't care.
So if you had taken it, for example, hypothetically, if you took it,
Yeah,
you wouldn't see anything wrong with admitting it.
no.
Intriguing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels like an investigation.
Yeah, definitely an investigation. Inspector Cludos.
Oh man.
Do whatever you need to do.
I don't
That's
care.
a question for the woman still.
Don't care what the man them do. The man them can do what they want.
Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do.
All right, cool.
You're representing you and your nation.
You're representing you and
That's
yourself.
your eBay account. Do you know what I mean?
So do y'all feel bad if y'all aren't able to hit the highest heights the next time around? For example, if your woman has seen you and felt you run through 4 rounds
Mm.
and maybe the next week it's just barely 1, would you feel a certain way? Would your ego be...
No.
No.
What about if it
Continues.
sits? Yeah.
I don't think I'd even worry, to be honest.
Have you ever had a period in your life where is it you struggled to basically please a woman?
No.
Would you be honest about it if it is?
Be very honest. No, I've never had I've had a bad performance. I know that when I've had a bad performance, but struggled? No.
How about you?
I've told you before. Remember my first girlfriend? When we had tried to have sex the first 2 times, it was a no-go. It was a no-go, sir.
Mm.
It wasn't happening. I don't know what it was. If it was nerves, anxiety.
But you can have those
Because
occasions.
we hadn't had sex before we got together. Like we got into a relationship and we hadn't had sex. And then the first 2 times we tried to have sex, I just couldn't perform. And then when I did, it just felt like, oh my God,
Weight lifted
the
off
weight
your
off my
shoulder.
shoulder, bruv. Like how old was I? I was like 20, maybe 23. I don't know what it was. Even with this girl actually, maybe it was her because remember the first time we went on a date, I was sweating, bruv.
Oh, for real?
I think this girl, she just had an effect on me, bruv. When we went on a date first time, I was
hate them
sweating.
ones, bruv.
The nerves were mad, so maybe it was just that, innit? But yeah, so that's happened to me once. Yeah.
So when it is that you eventually performed,
Yeah.
was it with the same woman?
Yeah, obviously.
You know, you had said when I then did it, weight was lifted off my shoulder. Was it the same? So she stuck with you.
Yeah, no, she was my girl, so
Yeah, those things happen.
So so when you say you didn't perform, like you didn't even get aroused,
I didn't get up.
and then what excuse did you give?
I can't remember.
Did you say sorry to her?
I don't remember.
The one thing I would say, as
You
well,
think you should have apologized?
on this topic, if there are guys,
You should be ashamed of yourself.
nah, you know what? What we're not gonna do is put the blame on people. in
No, I'm
terms of-
asking him.
No, I'm talking.
what happened.
But I don't remember
Did
what
he
I'm
feel
saying.
it?
No,
the conversation.
what I'm
You
saying
feel
is
guilt?
there might
Of
be.
course I felt sad, but I wanted to have sex with my girlfriend. I couldn't.
Yeah,
No, but
that's
I want to know
heartbreaking.
what you said to her.
I don't
after
remember
that.
Brent, bro.
And it was twice you said,
Yeah.
but she still.
No,
stuck.
twice in the same.
I feel like girls are so.
No, twice in the
Black-
same. Twice
black
in the same
woman,
day.
right?
Oh, goodness.
I'm
Right.
trying to basically balance
What the
this.
fuck is going
Which is
on?
back.
Black women, you always ride for their necks.
No, you know what? In this situation, as what, like, let's be a bit responsible in the sense that these things could happen to anybody. If you are having
Must be responsible to this guy.
no, I'm talking about to the
Yeah,
listeners.
irresponsible person in the room.
I'm talking about to the listeners. If like say there's a guy that's listening that
Yeah.
has an issue, go and see.
Of course.
somebody.
Yeah. Thing is,
Go and see someone because realistically, you should be getting checked out anyway.
Mhm.
If you are having sex, you should be going to the clinic regularly.
At
to
least
get your
quarterly.
How often
Yeah.
do you go?
quarterly. You gotta check yourself out. But if you're not,
Or
like,
once
if you're
every new
active,
partner.
also
I've
if
heard.
you're not,
Yeah, do you think that's irresponsible?
no, if you're having,
How much action are you getting?
If you're having new
That's how much they
partners-
recommend, by the way.
Yeah,
What if it is you're active?
The HCA.
If you're active,
yeah. If you're
as
having,
in
Healthcare.
Or if it's just one person.
Yeah, if you're having if you've got a new
No, but
partner.
Brent asks questions about sex like he's 12, bro.
No,
Like,
the thing is-
you're
No,
a big
no,
man,
the
you
thing is-
know?
no.
You're a big man.
I've never been to a clinic before.
Okay, fair enough.
I've never been.
You
course
just
it-
a guy get away from her.
No.
Wipe away your necklace.
I'm just saying, if you're having a new partner, you should go. If you're gonna have, you should go and check yourself
And
out. blah,
if
blah.
you aren't with a new partner,
And
and
if
if,
you're not-
you're just having sex casually, shouldn't you still go?
Yeah,
One
cool.
might not go because you probably think you're in a committed sexual
I'm not lying. The
situation.
first time I went to clinic, I was like 25, 26, bro. I'll be honest.
It's not a thing that everybody
first time I
knows.
went to clinic.
And it's not a lot of.
I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah, the first time I went, I just, you know, I was being not dumb, but in my head, I knew everyone I was doing with were clean. I always used condoms. I just didn't bother to go until
That's
I was
the
like
thing.
25, 26.
people, and I think as black people, we're more scared of reproducing than we are of our sexual health.
Yeah. And that
That's
should
a
be,
word. Wow.
and that shouldn't be the case.
I'm about to switch.
To be honest, I think a lot of people should go and check themselves out and kind of run through the procedure because you don't know what you're doing, but you want to be okay with your health.
Yeah, of course.
So you shouldn't go to the doctors when something's wrong. You should go to see if you're in good condition,
Yeah.
etc., etc. So I just think it's something that people should do anyway.
So when you had your first STI,
I've never.
you've never had one?
I actually
No.
knew that was the next question.
I knew that was coming. I've never.
Never. Would you have admitted it if it is that you did?
Yeah, of course. Because the thing is, those things. This is another thing that probably should have someone that's a bit
Taboos and
more,
that.
more an expert. But those things like STIs, people can have them in certain situations.